weather starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out, a fourth-year quarterback and capable dual-threat producer from Ohio State's Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football's in front of major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. But just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that will be the key to the longevity of his career.
Fields on first down. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 2nd and 3 now. On carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. To return, Jerome Ford. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Bringing him out to number 1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing. It's Jameis Winston.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuffing the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, it's Cook. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. 3rd and just 2 to go. Another one for Cook. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. First down throw for Fields. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running left is Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second and 6 coming up here. They kick the running back in motion. From the 46. Catch made by Austin. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, third down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Shotgun snap to Fields. Escapes the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
All right, here we go. Second down. Running back sent in motion. Another try following the sack. Taken in by Harris. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here he is on third and long. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Completed over the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Winston now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Play action, Fields. He lobs it deep middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively. Right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Fields out of the gun. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. They're set up at the 35 now. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And that's good for a gain of 5. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Here's Fields to throw. He's got Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. They're on a stop, Larry Ogunjobi. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. They're on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Winston to the air. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Cordero Patterson to return for the Steelers. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Browns pick it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. From the 16. It's taken in by Williams. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down coming. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. A nice run here past the 35. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. From the gun, they go with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
He finds Freiermuth over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's caught for the first. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. It's Harris on the option. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Fields to throw it. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
They give to Harris from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Ford on the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. First throw for the backup now. Completed to his running back. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That stop made by T.J. Watt. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They motion the slot man right. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Connection made to Judy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, it's Cook. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. A pause now as we see trainers headed out for an injured player, and it's someone who's dealt with his share of injuries over the years. That's Dalvin Cook. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Watson. That's complete, David Njoku. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Motioning one of the tight ends. 3rd and short, it's Watson. That's incomplete left side. Nearly an interception on that play. And 4th and 4 coming up. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. The Steelers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. First down throw for Fields. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Taken in by Harris. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. Slot receiver headed left. First down from the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another throw for Fields. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Judy there to grab it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Watson working in the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Sticking to the air with Watson. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. And he couldn't quite get the edge. He goes out of bounds and maybe gets back to the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson to the air. Dump off caught by his back. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Throwing for the end zone. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns narrow the lead entering halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Yeah, and the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Cuts right. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Short pass brought in. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To throw, here's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. The visitors and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Fields on 1st down. It's taken in by Williams. And that's good for a gain of 5. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. From the 16. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a chunk play. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Fields out of the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Harris once more. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Play action, Fields. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown. Yeah,
such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Browns getting their offense out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Beckham, the motion man here. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Watson. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, Watson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, there he was, a step away from making the post-game highlights you see on the news from going viral. Couldn't quite get there. Now they need to punch this one in to convert the interception into points.
It sure wasn't for lack of effort, though, and nobody in this stadium wanted to touch the pay dirt more than that return. He did all he could do.
He did.
Sometimes you're just an agonizing step or two away from that kind of glory.
The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. For them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing, and at least keep them moving forward.
And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Oh, and they take this in for the score. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. The 5th time he's scored, putting him just 1 off that single-game record. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Here's Ford on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Connects with Cook. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Cook. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At their own 34-yard line.
Play action, it's Watson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Gets this to OBJ. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll run it with Cook. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's Cook. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Watson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, you're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Watson looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns lower the deficit they face. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Patterson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. The throw left side finds Freiermuth. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers...
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Steelers with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Running behind center with Harris. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Harris. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. That one's out and caught on the right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
Dicker connects there. And that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Ford on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Watson on 1st and 10. That's Tillman, he's got it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 43. Connection made to Beckham. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Sticking to the air with Watson. Thrash hauls it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 1. Chow brings it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
He has the first over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Browns a first.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Back to the air, Watson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Well, Brock, their passing game has been the highlight for them offensively so far. 3 touchdowns and a whole lot of good plays beyond that.
And Ken, I think what we've seen is an offense who's reading the same book as the defense, just a few chapters ahead. Each time the defense tries to make an adjustment, well, the offense has a counter ready to go. Lesser passing games would have had some serious trouble trying to keep up with this pace.
Harris gets it on the counter. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He takes off left on this 2nd down. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They get an even 10 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. This is Harris. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Najee takes this one. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They put a receiver in motion here left. Fields now on 3rd. Catch made by Austin. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Steelers approaching win number 7 on the year. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
First and 10 give to Harris. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. They give to Harris from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Steelers are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.